Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Karli Barnett. We are here at the First Alert Desk, and we want to give you another update on the stories that we are covering tonight, as well as the weather. We have First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin. He's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. But we did also just want to give you a quick update on the stories that you can expect tonight. I know we wound up not having a 6 o'clock newscast, but you can join us again at 9 and 10 on Peachtree TV and 11 tonight on CBS. And of course, we have you covered on AtlantaNewsFirst.com as well as our app. So we're going to go ahead and talk about what our reporter Asia Wilson is working on. She's going to be sharing with us some video caught on camera of several car break-ins happening in Gwinnett County. This happened in the Spring Meadows neighborhood, and right now she's out there gathering more information to get ready for her report tonight, so we don't have that footage for you yet. But when you tune into our newscast tonight, you will see it then. If you live in Gwinnett County, police are asking for your help to help them solve this string of car break-ins. Again, this is in the Spring Meadows neighborhood, and our reporter Asia Wilson is working on that for us right now. And some other news that we have been following this week, we have an update on. Funeral plans have now been announced for the former Banks County firefighter who died while trying to save people out of a rip current. The two people that he rescued are okay, they're alive, but unfortunately, he lost his life. So this is the announcement that they sent to us, saying that the Banks County Sheriff's Office, along with several other agencies, are going to be traveling to LaGrange to provide their hero escort to McGee Griffin Funeral Home. And that is where the family makes their final plans to lay Richie to rest. To give you a little background on this story, I want to play that report that we ran for you now.
Everyone here at Banks County Fire and EMS is devastated by the loss of Richie Alford. Richie spent over a decade here as a firefighter and later captain. As for Richie's family, they lost a husband, son, and brother.
He done what he was taught to do, save lives, and that's what he done.
Richie Alford's father says his son was born with a hero's heart, and that's exactly how he died. The former Banks County firefighter was on vacation in Panama City Beach, Florida, with his wife Pamela and some friends. Thursday afternoon, the father of three jumped in the ocean to save two swimmers from a rip current. It was a double red flag that day, meaning the water is closed to the public. The people Richie helped survived, but Richie didn't make it back to shore.
No second thought, he went to save them and just got some riptide and couldn't get out.
Richie's family is heartbroken, but says how the 52-year-old died is no surprise. They say Richie had the biggest heart and devoted his life to helping others.
That was his personality, to help people.
He was just a true friend that he was always there when you needed him.
Battalion Chief Scotty Mathis tells us he and Richie were like brothers, the two working together for 18 years. After retiring from the fire department, Richie started his own glass business. He also loved hunting, fishing, and coaching softball. Mathis says Richie was loved by so many, and that's exactly how he'll be remembered.
He was kind-hearted and give the shirt off his back to a stranger.
In Homer, Amanda Rose, Atlanta News First.
That is just such a sad story there. But as his family said, he lived out his purpose. He lived doing exactly what he wanted to do, and that was to help people. So again, this is for Richie Alford. He is a former Banks County firefighter, and we were told by the Banks County Sheriff's Office that they, along with multiple other agencies, are going to be traveling to LaGrange for a hero escort to McGahee Griffin and Stewart Funeral Home, and that is where the family has made plans to lay him to rest. They will be traveling I-85 through Banks County to Commerce, Georgia exit. And if you would like to go and pay your respects, if you'd like to be along the route, they say their best calculation is that they will be going through Banks County around 3:45 in the afternoon tomorrow. They are encouraging people, if they're able, if they want to line the roads, showing their respect to Richie Alford. Some of the other top stories that we are working on today. I'm going to play this video for you now. This is a nice story out of Henry County. They are inviting everyone in the community to come out and to get to know each other over the shared love of some really cool cars and bikes. And you'll see that familiar face there. He's hard to miss. Shaquille O'Neal. We'll get to that in just a moment. But this is the 3rd annual Ride for Unity. They're celebrating unity, diversity, and they're bringing together people over their love of hot rods, basically. The event is a moment for civilians and police really to bridge the gap, talk, answer questions. It's organized by the Henry County Sheriff's Office in partnership with, you saw him there, a pretty notable resident, Shaquille O'Neal. And by Shaq's estimate, they had about 400 bikes last year. That more than doubled to 900 this year. So a pretty impressive display of not only the cars and the bikes, but also just the fact that people are wanting to come out, learn more about each other, and really, like they said, bridge that divide between the community and the police. The police say they want to be more approachable to the people in the community. They want to help answer those questions and let them know that they're there for their community and give community members that chance. And hey, who doesn't like to enjoy some really neat cars? Or hey, meet Shaquille O'Neal, right? All right, taking you back out here live. Want to show you some video today from our Juneteenth parade and festival here in Atlanta. It's become an annual celebration here at Atlanta News First, and boy, it was a beautiful day for it. Thankfully, we had the parade today because, well, by the start of next week, the weather may not be looking quite as nice, so we definitely had a great day to enjoy it while we could. A lot of the Atlanta News First team was out there. And it looked like a lot of fun. All right, Cutter, so what can we expect this week? I mean, like I said, good news that the parade was today.
Yeah, just a little warm, a little bit of humidity, but certainly could have been hotter, could have been more humid. So in general, decent for the dancing out there. Umbrella shielding those folks from some of the sunshine. And we're going to be talking about big-time rain as we get into the work week. And we're going to get just a little bit cooler because of the rain. We'll keep the humidity. So plan on a pretty dramatic shift in our forecast as we get back into, especially really kind of kicking off the work week. Even Monday, we're going to notice those changes, but especially as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, rain becomes even more widespread. Again, thank you for tuning in and for watching A&F Plus. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin here to give you a check of the First Alert forecast. Reminder, if you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, we are streaming to you live across many different platforms. AtlantaNewsFirst.com, the Atlanta News First app, First Alert Weather app, Roku, Amazon Fire. We are also streaming on YouTube right now, watching the feeds here on the computer just to my left. And if you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, just give me a holler there. And also you can reach out to me on social media, Cutter Martin, that is CutterMartin on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram. Send me a message, give me a holler, and I will reach back out to you with any of your weather questions, comments, concerns. First Alert forecast, let's talk about what's going on outside right now. And we did have a few showers earlier today, but actually at the moment, we're dry. First Alert radar not tracking any rain in the city of Atlanta, and I think that the rest of this evening is going to remain dry across the city. A couple of showers earlier down in Troup, Heard, Carroll counties. Cleburne and Randolph counties had a little bit of rain earlier. Very spotty, very isolated, not much in the way of impact to plans. But let's broaden out the picture here, looking off to the south and west. Much more rain on the way. Showers and thunderstorms. Severe weather I-10 corridor off the Gulf Coast to Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson, the New Orleans metro, Mobile. Stretching back into Texas, we have multiple severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings in effect, even portions of the southern plains. All because we have a little boundary stalled across this region. And this boundary is going to act as a highway, basically, for the little ripples in the atmosphere to travel along. Each of those ripples producing rounds of showers and thunderstorms across the Mid-South, the southern plains, and the coastal southeast. Problem for our forecast is this system is going to back up a little bit. We're actually going to see an area of low pressure form, a more organized system, and basically stall out, just kind of put on the brakes, not move very much across the southeast. That means an increasing chance of rain and an extended duration of increased rain chances for North Georgia, Metro Atlanta, really much of the southeast getting into next week. In fact, we can lay out that extended rain chance forecast for you here. And you'll notice rain chances really jump. Tomorrow, isolated. So rest of the weekend, not looking bad. As we get into our Monday, 60% chance of rain. Same story Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, there may be some day-to-day fluctuation here. One day may be a little bit wetter than the previous day or the following day. But in general, rain looking most likely Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Scattered, though, showers and thunderstorms in the forecast Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're talking about the duration of that 7-day forecast. And then as we get into next week and early the following week, we may get a little bit drier air, maybe just some isolated showers and storms, but that is many days out. And it is possible sometimes with these systems that kind of just put on the brakes. It's a little bit hard to say exactly when they're going to leave wholly and completely. So we can guarantee a switch to wetter weather, but the details behind exactly who sees how much rain and exactly when the rain starts in your area, when it stops, of course, we will have to look at day-to-day data before really getting into the nitty-gritty details behind the extended forecast there. Do want to take you back to this weekend, though. Hour by hour forecast overnight tonight. Mighty nice. A little bit mild, a little bit humid, but hey, it is June, mid-June now. Just a 10% chance of a shower or so through 9-10 p.m., though we are dry now. Dropping that rain chance at the moment. It was slight earlier, and it's gonna bottom out at 0. Completely dry later this evening, overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning could be a sprinkler or two, mainly southwest. There will be some, low clouds and maybe some patchy fog, kind of like the past couple of days, past couple of mornings in spots. But a good start to your Sunday if you're headed out to brunch tomorrow. Not bad. Patchy fog, maybe some areas of low clouds before 9 a.m. We're breaking out of that back into the lower 80s by noon. That humidity making it feel just a little bit warmer. Keep in mind that we'll keep that mugginess, at least a little bit of it, into the forecast into the afternoon. All right, hour by hour, we're going to go ahead and switch over computer models here and bring you back to our Sunday. Again, let's start Sunday morning, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. There are those clouds, especially west and southwest sides. Temperatures mild mid to upper 60s, some near 70 inside the perimeter. Mountains a little cooler, upper 50s, lower 60s. Noon, we're still dry, back in the lower 80s, some upper 70s up in the mountains with more clouds around tomorrow, I believe. And then by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, mid to late afternoon into the early evening, some showers and thunderstorms bubbling up, but coverage will be very hit or miss here, like today, and then tomorrow evening mostly dry initially, but watch what happens as we get into the late night, early Monday morning. We have heavy rain moving in. Could be a wet Monday morning commute. I know it is a federal holiday. Juneteenth is Monday, but some still going to work. We're going to be battling some rain in the first alert forecast. Some of that rain could be heavy, especially Cleburne, Randolph counties, and Heard counties. Some of that rain could be heavy. Could be woken up by some thunder and flashes of lightning early Monday morning along with that heavy rain. And for anybody that has Juneteenth plans, celebrations, activities, you will need to keep an eye on the forecast. First alert Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, periods of showers and thunderstorms. It won't rain each day all day and not everywhere at the same time, but certainly some rain and thunderstorm activity to contend with more clouds and moisture around. Mornings mild, afternoons mild as well, not that warm. We may stay in the 70s. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoons, and then trying to get back up to Friday and Saturday closer to the 80-degree mark. So we're going to be watching that potential here for you. We'll keep you updated in the days to come, especially with that Thursday, Friday forecast as we try to transition back to something that's a little bit more normal, a little drier for this time of year. But again, there is some uncertainty in that extended forecast. We'll keep you updated at AtlantaNewsFirst.com, First Alert Weather app, Roku device, Amazon Fire. We're back on Peachtree TV at 9 p.m. Have the 10 o'clock hour as well with Karli. And then back on WANF, Atlanta News First at 11 p.m. You can stream it anywhere you're streaming this forecast. Again, want to wish you a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in and for watching. We'll check back in with you here in just a little bit. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your Saturday evening.